Chosen one, God does not warn the ones he has abandoned. He warns the ones he is committed to. If you received a serious warning from God today, the warning itself is the evidence of the relationship. The seriousness of the warning is the measure of how much he intends to protect the specific path he has assigned to your life. And the word I have been asked to carry to you right now, in this hour, is one of the most serious warnings I have ever been given the weight of delivering. So I need you to stay entirely in this message before I begin, because what I am about to say is specific to you and to the season you are in. And if it reaches you fully, it will change the trajectory of what comes next. I want to start with a distinction that most people miss when they hear the word warning. Warning is not punishment. Warning is not disappointment. Warning is not the language of someone who has given up on you. Warning is the language of someone who can see the road ahead from a higher vantage point and who cares enough about where you end up to risk the discomfort of the conversation. You do not warn someone you have written off. You warn someone whose destination matters to you. And God, who sees the road of your life from a vantage point that exceeds any position you can occupy, is warning you right now because your destination matters to him more than your immediate comfort, more than your current preference, more than the path of least resistance that this season has made attractive. Every major warning in the Old Testament was delivered to someone specifically positioned for a significant purpose. The warning was not incidental to the purpose. It was part of the architecture of the purpose, protection of the trajectory. God does not issue serious warnings to people whose trajectory he is indifferent to. The seriousness of the warning is always calibrated to the significance of what is being protected on the other side of the course correction. This changes how the warning in this hour should be received. If what you are sensing feels serious, the seriousness is not evidence of displeasure. It is evidence of his investment in what is on the other side of the specific correction the warning is pointing toward. You are not receiving a serious warning because God is disappointed. You are receiving one because the destination on the other side is serious enough to protect with this level of intensity. The second warning picture I want to give you is the warning delivered to Nineveh through Jonah. Yet 40 days, and Nineveh shall be overthrown. A deadline and a consequence stated plainly. The most serious kind of prophetic warning in the tradition, and the city received it and responded fully. The king came down from his throne, sat in ashes, issued a decree that every person in the city would participate in the fast and the turning. And the trajectory correction the warning was designed to produce happened completely. The warning was not the end of the story. It was the beginning of a new trajectory. The city that received and responded fully became the city preserved rather than destroyed. The seriousness of the warning was not the measure of how bad things were going to be. It was the measure of how important it was that the city find the door before the deadline. You are at a door right now. The warning is the door. And what this message is building toward is the key that opens the instrument to the full depth of what the door leads to. I am going to give you the warning in full before this message ends, but I need to give you the framework for receiving it correctly first, because a warning received through the wrong filter becomes either condemnation or dismissal, and neither of those produces the trajectory correction that the warning was sent to produce. The filter through which you receive this warning determines what it does in you, and the correct filter is the filter of the relationship. The warning came because the relationship is intact. The seriousness of the warning is the measure of the strength of the commitment. And what the warning is asking you to do is not to grovel or to panic or to perform a spiritual emergency response. It is to stop long enough to see the road from the vantage point that the warning is coming from. The people in the scripture who received the most serious warnings from God were consistently the people who were the most specifically positioned for the most significant purposes. Noah received a warning about a flood because he was the specific one through whom an entire lineage of humanity would be preserved. The warning was serious. The purpose was proportional. Jonah received a serious redirect because he was the specific one whose obedience was tied to the salvation of a city. The warning was uncomfortable. The purpose was proportional. The seriousness of the warning is always calibrated to the significance of what the warning is protecting. If the warning you have received in this hour feels serious, it is because what is being protected is serious. The assignment on your life, the specific contribution that the specific combination of your history and your gifting and your position in this moment of time was designed to produce is significant enough that a deviation from the path toward it warrants a serious intervention, not a gentle nudge, not a polite suggestion, a serious warning from the one who assigned the path and who intends, with extraordinary commitment, to see you arrive at the destination that the path leads to. I have watched people receive this kind of serious warning and respond to it in two ways that both miss the point. The first response is collapse. The warning is experienced as condemnation, and the person spends so much energy in the emotional weight of it that the course correction the warning was pointing toward never happens. The second response is deflection. The warning is received, but the specific change it is calling for is resisted in favor of a general spiritual upgrade. Neither response produces the trajectory correction. What produces the trajectory correction is the third response, the one I'm going to walk you toward in this message. The response of accurate reception followed by specific action. For the accurate reception to happen, something specific has to be in place in the instrument that receives the warning. The instrument has to be in a state where the full weight of the message can land at the depth where the decision is made, not the level of the emotions where the first two responses live, not the level of the intellectual evaluation